Hello.
Hey Amber, how's it going?
Not too bad. How about you?
Good. Things are going good. How's your week been so far?
It's been pretty well. Going by fast, I think.
Yeah. Is that a good or a bad thing?
A good thing.
Good thing, going
Yeah.
by fast? Yeah. So today we have another supervision session. I sent out an email again, kind of reviewing what we talked about last time, but also kind of what I want to discuss within this session. Did you get that email? Were you able to look over it?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any thoughts about the agenda for today? And then do you have any other concerns that you want to bring to supervision today?
No, I think everything we're gonna go over is how it was planned, and I've got good updates.
Okay. What are those updates?
Well, I took your advice and asked my coworkers for some advice on how to kind of relate better to my client that I was
Okay.
having issues with. So we kind of found some common ground and we both like coffee, so I suggested that instead of, coming to the building or me going to their home, that we could go somewhere kind of a neutral ground. So it
Okay.
doesn't seem so intimidating or, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we met at Big B not too long ago,
Okay.
for an update. And it seemed like she was opening up a little bit more than usual, so I'm kind of trying to take it a little more slow with this
Okay.
particular client, so
That's good to hear.
yeah.
I'm glad to hear that. And so you think kind of going forward that relationship will continue to open up and you think progress can be made?
Yeah, it looks
Okay.
to be that way now. I mean, not to say we might not hit any speed bumps, but
Okay.
it seems to be going well now.
That's good to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I guess what I want to touch on today is that in the last session, in terms of your second job that you mentioned that you recently took on, your position here at the agency, I know I mentioned the possibility of lightening your caseload. And so I spoke with other supervisors, and I don't think that's going to be possible. And so, and I apologize for that. I know I kind of brought that idea forward. And so, I guess kind of I want to know what your reaction might be to that and how you feel about your caseload at the moment still,
Right.
and kind of what you feel like you need in order to be successful within the agency.
Well, it is a little unfortunate to hear that my
Mhm.
caseload can be lightened at least a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
but I did quit my second job. I've caught up on things at home, so I feel like I'm getting back into the groove of being regular, not not late on assignments.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I think I'm starting to be able to manage again, so it's not going to be that big of a deal.
Okay.
But if I do have any issues, can I still bring those to you?
Absolutely, for sure. Yeah, this is definitely the place for that. And so I definitely encourage you to bring any concerns you have in regards to how things are going in work, in terms of kind of your health and well-being, but also kind of any issues you have with cases.
Right.
And so along with that, um, financially, and you mentioned you quit your second job.
Yeah.
And so kind of what led to that decision? Do you feel like you're in a stable place?
Yeah,
Okay.
I just caught up on all of my extra things that I had going on, so
Okay.
yeah,
Well, that's good.
yeah.
That's good to
I'm
hear.
getting a lot more sleep now.
Okay, that's good. We all need sleep.
Yeah.
We all need sleep. That's good to hear. And so, what's the work environment like for you while you're at work?
Well, like before it was super stressful. It seemed like the day never ended, but
Okay.
now it's like I can wake up and I feel like I'm ready to go to work and get things done and
Okay.
make sure I'm doing my best.
Okay. And so the care outside of work has really impacted.
Oh yeah,
the
yeah.
way things
I feel
go
like
with
I've
work.
improved tons on my self-care. Like as before, I didn't really think I had time for that, but I've started to make time and setting time out, like a specific hour of the day for just myself,
Awesome.
instead of just thinking, oh well, I'm not gonna have time this day. So
Okay.
I think that's really affected my work as well,
Okay.
in a good way.
That's good. That's good to hear. And so you mentioned sleep, and so what are some other things you've done to kind of handle self-care and really work towards that?
Well, I started doing yoga again.
Okay.
So along with just taking time out for myself, just relax and do nothing at home,
Okay.
you know, sleeping more and then putting in the yoga. I feel like it's really balanced out the stress and dealing with everything for myself.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good to hear. And so, are there any other concerns you feel like you want to discuss?
I don't think so, not at this time.
Okay. Okay. Well, I think there's a lot of good news that kind of you brought to supervision today, and so you
Yeah.
mentioned that things are going a little bit smoother in regards to your case. Things are kind of chugging along, and that's good to hear. And I really that idea kind of that your coworker shared about meeting in kind of a mutual place. That I really like that, and so that's good to hear that that case is kind of progressing. And then also, I'm glad to hear that things are going better outside of work in terms of self care.
Yeah.
And so again, with that caseload not being able to be kind of shifted, and you know, there's no wiggle room in that. If there's anything that needs to take place within the workplace in order to kind of promote that self care within that environment, please let me know if there's anything that can be accommodating in terms of that that aspect of work. So. Yeah, I look forward to our next meeting, and then I'll make sure to send another agenda out through email, and then we'll continue to meet and kind of work on some things. So,
Okay, sounds good.
all right.
Thank you.
Yep.